So I just got one for my client in Colorado. It is a 25 user manufacturing company. They currently have an MSP, but I talked to their IT director, and he was like, I'm looking for more value out of what we're getting, and they are happy, but at the same time, like if there is more for less of what they're paying, they'd like a comparative offer. So we're gonna go in, see what we can do for them, show them our services, and see if it be a good fit for them.
I got one for my client in Jacksonville this morning, and it's with a DoD contractor, and I've been speaking with him on and off since I think it was last May, so a little over a year to finally get something pinned down. But they need a company with CMMC certification. Their current vendor is not going to be receiving that, so they're interested in speaking as far as transitioning their IT over. So should be a pretty good one.
I closed my first SEO client today, SEO Advantage. They're pretty cool. They've been doing SEO and web-based development for a long time. Really excited to start working with us. They went with my guy Sal. He's a sales team 6 member, but super excited to get the first one under my belt. That makes a total of 3 for us now, and we're just going to keep on trucking.
Appointment I set today was for my client up north. Currently 25 employees. I initially spoke to the president of this firm beginning of the month. Me and him been playing a little bit of phone tag throughout the month, so I've let my client know in a couple weekly recaps that this was going to be one. Once we had a real conversation, he had some time to talk. I was able to get him on the phone this afternoon. It was a great conversation. The guy's really nice. They have about 25 computers, 1 physical server, 1 location. They're a business consulting firm. And the meeting's going to start via Teams. We don't ever start these meetings for this guy in person. It's always Teams, just so he can run through some stuff, see if it's really worth it, see if it's a verified client, especially if it falls within their range. 25 is on the lower end for them, but I think it's a really good firm. It's a really good conversation, and I think it might lead to something depending on what maybe we can offer compared to what they're doing, and I think price point was a big one. That's going to be a selling point in there too. So it's going to be for next week via Teams. Hopefully we'll get some updates here soon.
So I closed a deal with my client, Brent, at CompuType today, CompuType IT Solutions in St. Louis. It's a small phones deal for about $200 a month, but he said, and I quote, I would never have found this guy had it not been for you. The guy's building a new office, so it's probably going to lead to more things like doing some IT and some other stuff. They're still small, but they're a hardware store, and it's going to be at least some recurring revenue. It's going to make him at least $2,000 over the course of the year, so even small ones are wins, right? I also set up an appointment for my client, Brent, at CompuType today with a radiology company here in St. Louis. I was talking with him in a couple weeks. He reached back out to me, emailed, and said that he wants to talk. Not sure how big they are or what they're looking for, but it's a win. I mean, he's got a direct line to this guy. Cell phones are always great to start, so I'll find out more after the conversation happens.
Okay. So I got an appointment for my client up in Indiana. It's about 8 users. I actually kind of just lucked into it. It was a suspect I was launching, and he said we're in the middle of actually evaluating our current IT strategy. So he wants to move quickly. We're actually going to meet tomorrow and get him out a proposal as soon as possible to get ourselves in the running.
What's up, guys? Gabe Raskin here. I got an appointment today for my client in Kansas City. It was a very quick one. It's the CEO, and he does his own IT. And pretty much, he's like, I got 30 seconds, man. What do you got? Told him what we did. I asked him if he had any initiatives, projects, whatnots, because I knew he did it himself. And he's like, you know what, man? There's one project I've not been able to do. Something with VPN. He kind of went into details. He's like, can you guys do that? And I was like, of course. And so my guy's giving him a call next Friday, and hopefully we can crack it for him.